How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of the Ranked Report. So we're back with some spicy Rayquaza action. Went 2-0 in the first episode with this team, but as I kind of discussed at the end of that last episode, a lot of that was kind of dependent on making kind of big calls, consistently making reads on my opponent. So I think so far the team has been kind of potentially pretty strong, but maybe a little inconsistent in places. But we'll see if we can maybe try and work around. I'm very new to the team, so I'm maybe missing strats that could be more consistent. We will see if we ever get a trainer, which it seems we may not. I don't know, it seems like no one's playing ladder recently. Got to start sending out tweets when I start recording so people can jump on. Guarantee I get an opponent, I'm going to have to restart recording. I feel like I'm just not. Oh, there you go. Never mind. I don't have to restart recording. Huge. Okay, they're ranked 5. Oh, I cannot lose this. If I lose this, I just don't have any rating left. I am at 58 and my opponent's at 5,000. Their ranking's like 100 times mine. Okay. CSR could be annoying. CSR being Caloric Shadow right here. Sorry, I should clarify. Umbreon actually seems pretty good here. That Ferrothorn's going to be such an issue though. I think I go Umbreon. Early game Umbreon just to stall stuff out seems pretty useful. I think it's wins them. I'm just very scared of the Calyrex. Like a Calyrex Thundy lead is potentially a real issue for me. I don't know if I can bring Ray to this one. It just doesn't seem like it does enough in this matchup. I'll be frank with you. I kind of need Gastro, and I think I could go Umbreon Zacian, and then go like instant Gastro back end, potentially. This seems like a very weird set of Pokemon to bring, but like... I don't think going aggro works that well for me here, because they have their own Whimsicott. So I think I want to play really slow in the early game, and then I don't see how Rayquaza ever fits into the late game. I'm kind of committing to maxing Gastro here, though, which I'm not a huge fan of. I guess Instin's also a viable Dynamax target. I think Instant might actually be my max target this game. Because if there's late game Ferrothorn, then maybe Instant to get around that. We go Caliwims. Oh, that's perfect for me. I'm fine with that. Okay, this is a perfectly fine lead for me, I think, because what I think I can do here is just go for a Snarl and switch into Instant. So like I said, I'm playing to stall out the... I'm playing to stall the early game here, basically. If I like break a Sash on Calyrex, slow its momentum at the start of the game, or break Sash on Winds alternatively, like one of these probably has a Sash, right? Like breaking a Sash here is really nice. Snarl will do pretty decent damage to Calyrex. I'll get a special attack drop, so they'll lose momentum unless they switch here. The one thing I'm slightly worried about is maybe switching to Thunderous, but I don't think you necessarily bring Thunderous back end here. No shot. I'm so dead. I'm so dead. Oh no, I've been baited. I've been baited so hard. Oh, this thing's at +3. That's not good. That's really not good. Oh. Please be support Thundy. Let's not support Thundy. Well, this is going to go badly, because I'm going to get Moonblasted here, aren't I? Oh no, just Tailwind. Okay, Tailwind's fine. Right, Umbreon, do me a favour and just hit and miss the Snarl on something. No, okay. Okay, that isn't... Does +3 Thundy take out Umbreon? Probably, right? I mean, I have Fake Out and Whims, but if they Helping Hand, I'm kind of screwed, right? I mean, I have to press Foul Play into this, right? I could have gone for Yawn on turn 1 there, actually might have been safer. That's probably my better play if I'm switching an Instant. Can I just get big Ints in here? No, because we've got Kyogre back out, I just lose in that situation, right? I could just Parting Shot. And then reposition to what is the issue? I guess I can try and get Gastro in. The other option is I could fake out Wind, and if it doesn't have Helping Hand, then I can stop it going for like a Moonblast. Okay, Wind's got switches, that's fine. Parting Shot would have been so good there. Shit, okay, I should have just committed that. I was just scared of going like Moonblast, double up into Umbreon, because I think Umbreon might survive here. +3. I actually don't know what the EV spread of this Umbreon is. If it's physically defensive, I might live this. If it is not physically defensive, then I definitely do not. If I live this and get a Foul Play off, I think I'm in really good position. Or if they just hit the Instant. Okay. Fake out to Ogre. It's nothing. You go Airstream, that's the right move. It's the most damage. Into Umbreon is correct. Oh! Umbreon, you beast! Let's go! Okay, this is a fat Foul Play. Go! Let's go! Let's go, Umbreon. What a guy. What a guy. Okay, that significantly changes the outlook of this battle. This is Umbreon sack, unfortunately. He's kind of done his thing. This is just Umbreon swack. Umbreon sack and switch Incin. Or is it double sack? Because I don't want to just like eat an energy ball from Wims here, right? I don't wish to simply eat an energy ball. I'll go Snarl here. For sure. It's a case of, do I Parting Shot or do I just switch Gastro? I guess if I... Yeah, if I go into Incin here, I can potentially just stall out the remainder of Dynamax. So I could just go into Gastro here. It feels like a pretty easy energy ball if they have it. But a lot of them's got Dermal. Well, I guess on this team you probably do want to run energy ball, don't you? Because you've got no grass type other than Wims, so you need something to clear out Gastrodon. There goes Spout. This is a really, really obvious. Like if you're just looking to cover options, this is a super easy energy ball into Gastro. But if you don't have an energy ball, then I think I'm fine. Does Gastro even die to this? Might not. Oh, it's Lorboga, okay. Yeah. As no, this doesn't kill, right? Yeah. So I probably should have just sacked the Incin there. Knowing it's energy ball means it's not really doing, the Whimsicott isn't really doing any damage to me here, so I can just fake out the Kyogre and be with played Wims here, right? Well, I guess they probably want to protect their Kyogre, so if I think they're going to protect Ogre, what I could do is I could go for, surely they protect Ogre here, right? Because I've got a really obvious fake out double up. What if they don't? What if they don't protect Ogre here? Because they've got CSR in the back. If I fake out Ogre and kill Wims, CSR comes in, and then I think both my monsters die because Ogre's got a speed boost, right? So I think I have to play around that, and the way I play around that is I Behemoth Blade the Whimsicott, and I go for a Max Flare into Kyogre to get around the fake out and play rough. Because if they let the Kyogre go down here, then CSR just loses to Incin, right? So I think what they want to do is go for some kind of move with Wims and Protect. Or they withdraw Kyogre. That is actually kind of bad. Ah, if I'd gone for a Dark move there, that would have been so sick. I still break a Sash, which is nice. I also stop them getting another Tailwind up unless they Protect her. Which is... Wait, they just ditched their own speed boost. They just ditched the speed boost on that Kyogre, right? So unless they're... No, because they're Life Orb Ogre, we've seen that. So they're slower than my Zacian now. Oh, they've faked his. That's not good. Blade. Dead. Yeah, Faked is terrifying here. So they press Barrage and they press Spout here, right? No Tailwind, no Speed, no Ogre. I think I just have to hope that Instant survives to double up here. I don't think I have much of a choice. I don't know if it does. I really don't know if it does. Asphyxiation, because Calyrex is going to outspeed, and I'm just dead to a hit here, right? So I just, like, my out here is I pray that Instant survives. It's the only option I have. It's Life Orb Ogre, though, so I don't think I do. Yeah, good move. I could have gone for a Max Strike to Ogre there, actually might have been kind of cheeky. If I survive and Max Strike the Ogre, I'm not in the worst spot in the world. Well, see how much this does. Oh, I just die. Is that a crit? Or am I just dead? Yeah, it's a crit. Yeah. I think that I made like 1 or 2 calls wrong. Like if I'd maybe gone for a parting shot off the Kyogre, or maybe if I'd just sacked my Incin instead of letting it go down to the Energy Ball, then I could have done something and I just lose it, right? I could only kill one of their Pokemon, they can just double attack. They can just go Spout and Astral Barrage, there's nothing I can do about that. Yeah. But like, where does Ray come into this matchup? Like, Ray can't be brought to this, right? If Whimsicott is, well, I mean, it is, we saw it was faked here, so it's just dead to a Calyrex hit. If it's Moonblast Whimsicott, that's a really bad spot for me. If it's like Assault Vest Kyogre, that's a really bad spot for me because I just can't do any damage. I can never really get speed control with it because they've got their own Whimsicott. So it's just, yeah, I lost so many ranks for that as well. They were like 5k. That's not good. Yeah. I don't know what I could have done better in that matchup. Because the thing with this team is, like, all its damage is focused so heavily around Stationary Rayquaza. And so if you get into a situation where you can't really bring your Rayquaza, or you can't really match your Rayquaza, then you just don't really have any damage output. I wonder if maybe if I'd like lived a hit with Incin and gone for a Max Striker to Kyogre there. I don't see why my opponent would protect there is the thing. I guess to get around White Protect is the obvious answer. Which does make sense. And it did work. I maybe could have called them being greedy. Because if I called them out for being greedy there, then I could have just killed their Kyogre. Actually, how much damage does an Astral Barrage do? Could have also maybe just played around them being Sash and not killing me. Okay, we've got Poison Training 1 second. Calyrex Shadow is doing into Zacian. Actually, how bulky is my Zacian? I do not know. I am max HP. Yeah, I'm like max HP, but not much to the death. If it was Sash, Calyrex would just live to Barrage though. So maybe my play there was just to go for play off into the Kyogre. Okay, well, noted. Okay, this team is not great for me. I mean, Gastro goes pretty good here. I don't know how good Umbreon without recovery is in this matchup is the issue. Whimsicott definitely doesn't come to this one. Like, I've already got speed control on that. There's no point using that. Ray again is just so bad in this matchup. Like, it does nothing. It can't deal with Fiend. He can't deal with Calyrex. Can't deal with Palkia. Can't deal with P2. Can't really deal with Amoonguss. Dude, Ray sucks in this matchup. Can I go like Incinzation as a lead here, maybe? And then like Gastrodon Umbreon? I don't know if I like that. The thing is, because my Umbreon doesn't have Moonlight or anything, I can't even play a stall endgame with P2. But Ray is so bad in this matchup. So again, this is the problem with Rayquaza, where if I'm in a matchup where I can't bring Rayquaza, which is against most of the metagame, like if you look at the kind of top restricteds, Zacian destroys it. Oops, sorry, I need to sneeze. Kyogre beats it pretty handily. I mean, even if you look at non-restricteds, like Grimmsnarl deals with it pretty well, beats Rillaboom. Defiant Thunderous you can't really deal any damage to. Your only way of hitting it is Max Whirlwind, but then you give him Defiant boosts. Ground you can maybe deal with, but then like it doesn't like Alecki that much because it drops its speed. It doesn't like Kali Shadow that much, it just gets outsped and killed. I mean, the other restricteds you're looking at here, Kali Ice, it just cannot deal with. Veltal it probably loses to, especially Assault-based variants. Palkia under Trick Room destroys it, and like every Palkia team is running Redirection and TR basically. I have Goggles and Umbreon here, which I can maybe leverage. My obvious turn 1 play is just to go for Fake Out into Moongus and Behemoth Blade the Kali, right? I guess they could switch an Incin is the problem. If they switch an Incin and TR, then I just give them a bunch of shit for free. So I could also just go for the double into Calyrex and kill through the Intimidate drops, and then if they redirect, then I kill their Amoonguss. And they're stuck with an Intimidated Calyrex. Okay, switch that to Incin. Fuck. I just called that completely wrong. Oh, I don't have any fucking defense. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, if Zacian goes to sleep, I just lose here. That was a really, really, really play. Oh, the double switch. Oh, that's fine. Okay. That's kind of okay. I just get free damage on this one. This could have gone worse. It's not going to be a huge amount of damage, but yeah, I mean, that's pretty respectable damage on Incin. That's certainly useful. Blitz comes out. Okay, we got half to Incin. I'll take half on Incin. Question is, do they get greedy here and go for guys with Palkia? I think I'd wanted to go for a party shot of Palkia here and switch into Gastro, right? Guess around I'm setting up TR. Can't quite mind. I think this is Sugar. I should double check that actually. I'm pretty sure it's Sugar. So you can't kill with that. Most Palkia in these teams aren't Life Orb, so you probably can't kill me with a Wormwind. So this protects my Incin, and if they try and set up Trick Room, I get Gastro in. I do need to be very careful of their Unreal. Their Amoonguss, though, is the problem. Okay, Zacian switches. I'm so glad they didn't put my Zacian to sleep there. If my Zacian went to sleep there, I think I just lose on the spot. Now we're going big Palkia. Please just guys my Incin. I guess they could fake out Incin and like Quake the Gastro, maybe? I don't actually know what they're going for here, if I'm being completely honest. I would love to see Fake Out and Geyser. Like Fake Out Gastro and Geyser. It's Party Chop. Off of Gastro, that's fine, I'm not using that for damage anymore. So this could well be a pretty handy switch into Zacian here, right? I guess if they bring in Amoonguss, I probably actually want to go for Umbreon for the goggles. Ooh, nice. Okay. I get the party with the Palkia. Okay, that's huge. That's really huge. So I think what I want to do is I want to go into Umbreon. I just want to go for a Yawn into the... Oh, I have double Yawn. That's hilarious. So I just double Yawn here. That feels quite funny. I'm going to Yawn this guy. They're probably going to Spore me here. I don't really want to let my Incin eat a Spore is the issue. Actually, I'm going to Yawn. I need to Yawn this way around, I think. Yawn Palkia and Yawn Amoonguss. That way the safety goggles Yawn doesn't get redirected if they try and go for Rage Powder. It's bedtime for everyone, please. Moose protects, that's fine. I go for double yawn. I go for a quake, that's not going to do anything, not -1. That's going to be nothing. Yeah, let's go. I actually did slightly more than I expected. Is that Life Orb? I did more than I expected. Should be Lord. Nice. Okay, I know my calcs. I'm actually a genius. I yawn the Palkia. And I yawn the Angus. I mean, Palkia wants to switch here, right? I don't think there's any point Palkia staying in. So what's it switch? Does it switch to Incin? I can go for another yawn into that slot potentially. And again, I think I'll trade Sleep on Gastro for Sleep on Amoonguss here. And they could potentially even try and, if they try and go after the Umbreon with Spore not predicting Goggles, then I'm in an even better spot. Just put everything to sleep. Yeah, Palkia switches into probably Incin. I'd love to see Cali here. I guess maybe they're going to Cali here trying to get around a Snarl. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. So I think the thinking there is that if I Snarl, they get their policy boost for free, but I will not give them that. I go for a yawn again. And I go for another yawn. Night for everyone. And they Spore into the Goggles. That's big. Okay. So what I do is I can actually... I can Snarl here, I think, and protect. And the reason I can Snarl is because if they just let me hit their horse with the Snarl, it goes to bed, right? Unless it's Lumberry, in which case it's not policy and I don't set up a policy. So I think I'm fine with just pressing Snarl here and trying to catch like a Palkia switch in. Yeah. Cool. Or Incin. I could yawn there again. Is this double switch? Could be double switch. Feels like a double switch kind of vibe. Yep, that's fine. I get a Snarl from Palkia. So they're not, again, not really doing any damage here. So I think I want to start just chipping away at this Incin. Caster protects. I was just trying to play around. Amoonguss going for a Spore there. Snarl comes out. Palkia loses some special attack. A little bit of chip damage on Incin. Not the least relevant thing in the world. Gastra's still neutral, right? Yeah. Okay, I'm going to go for Yawn into Palkia here, and I'm just going to go for an Earth Power into Incin. Like I said, I want to start chipping away at this Incin. Oh, they just quit. Fine, I guess we take that. Basically, my game plan there was chip away at the Incin, because then they don't get Intimidate down, which means I can start enabling my Zacian a bit more. And they can never really get into a position to set up and abuse Trick Room, because I just keep yawning them with both my Mons. I have the threat of Foul Play on Umbreon, which they can't really deal with if I've got Goggles. Yeah, so that was the slow play thing. But again, this episode is just, I don't see where you bring Ray into this. I kind of went over this earlier, but I was scanning over the metagame and like all of the top restricteds, even the non-restricteds, like Shook or Incin could just parting shot off it, and then its Dynamax is ruined. Zacian one-shots it, Kyogre one-shots it. Kyogre doesn't outspeed it, but it doesn't die and it one-shots it. Zacian does outspeed it and one-shots it. Thundy it can't really hit, unless it stays small and goes for like Draco Meteor, because it can go for a max Whirlwind, but then you give Thundy a Defiant boost. Groudon is maybe the only restricted, well, the only like top restricted has a positive matchup into. Calyrex outspeeds it, normally runs Sash, probably two-shots it, could be running Snarl potentially to weaken it, that kind of stuff. Calyrex obviously dunks on it. Yveltal, like I said, especially Assault Vest, strong matchup into it. Even not Assault Vest, it's still a pretty good matchup into it, outspeeds it, can hit it with Max Darkness. Palkia, if Trick Room goes up, destroys it. Lunala and Meteor Beam destroys it. Why is Xerneas at 4.3%? Xerneas obviously destroys it. Don't think I need to explain that one. Assault Vest Reshiram beats it. Dialga probably beats it, honestly. I mean, you can tank a Quake, you just, like, Dragon Move kills you. Solgaleo probably also beats it, if I'm being honest. Like, you can Quake it, then you give it its policy and it kills you. Kyurem... okay, Kyurem it can maybe beat, but it's a speed type. Kyurem wins 50% of the time. And we're getting, like, a bit more niche in the restricted here. Like, we're at the point where the next restricted are Necrozma, Duskmane, and Ho-Oh, which I honestly think still both actually beat it. Like, it's just got such a bad matchup into this whole meta game. Like, in both of those games, I just couldn't justify bringing a Rayquaza, which with this team left me with not really anything else to do. Yeah, that's going to be it for this episode. Thank you for watching. As always, if you enjoyed, please do leave a like on the video, sub to the channel if you have not already, go follow me on Twitch, link to that is in the description, and I will see you all next time. Bye bye.